Hey, check out how Beethoven organizes the form of Ode to Joy here. Hey, it's Avi, and welcome back to May Melody Madness, where I am celebrating the release of my first online course, the Just Write Music Melody Mastery Mini Course. You can head to justwritemusic.com to learn a little bit more about that. But for now, what I want to discuss is whether or not we should think about form at all when we're writing a melody or just writing music in general. Form is the intentional arrangement of musical motifs, themes, and structural moments like cadences that allows us to create a very specific kind of music that's catered to and was mostly written in the 17th, 18th, 19th century. But that's really when form started to sort of fall by the wayside a little bit more. Let's take a look at Ode to Joy. Beethoven here is using something called ternary form, and this is when you have three main sections. So we have 16 bars here. The first section is this first set, this 8-bar phrase. This is in itself a period which has two 4-bar phrases, one of which usually ends in a half cadence, the other one usually ends in a authentic cadence. I didn't do the authentic cadence here because it's an inversion here. That's just me though, because see that? I arranged this left hand of the piano. That was me. This next section here, which is really common in ternary, is to make it more or less dominant heavy, certainly more dominant heavy than the first section was, and that's certainly true in this regard. Finally, the third section is oftentimes, and in this case, a direct repeat of the ideas from the first section, and in this case, we're really getting into that cadence. We're making that happen now at the end. When I was a younger writer and composer, I thought about this a lot. This was something that was on my mind a lot because for me, form was this intentional organization of music that communicated a sense of refinement or a sense of education or a sense of higher skill that ultimately, that's not true. It's just kind of a template more than anything. I asked my teacher when I started studying privately after getting my degree, should I think about form at all when composing? And the answer is no, you should not at all think about form when you're writing. Music has form whether you intentionally put it there or not. There's so much in music that relies on patterns and the repetition and variation of those patterns. By the nature of us just being a listener in the world and having internalized and had in our ears tons and tons of music over the years, we are already naturally predisposed to using some of the forms, not just our present in classical music, but popular music forms particularly, like strophic stuff. It's everywhere. Whether it plays by them or breaks them, it creates its own rules, and those rules are in themselves some type of form. So no, do not think about form when you're writing, unless you're trying to specifically write with specific forms, like a period or a musical sentence or sonata form or a rondo or a ternary. And that is helpful. So there you go. That is the answer to the question whether or not you should be worrying about form when you're writing a melody or writing music in general. If you want to learn some more melodic tools to help your melodies be more effective, check out my free guide, 7 Ways to Write a More Effective Melody. There's a video version of it now, and that's really cool. I'm super excited about it. I will see you there. If you want to go even further and learn the tools that all the masters of the great composers of the past, all the master film scorers of today, you want to learn all the tools and thematic and melodic tools that they use, then you should go and check out my new mini course, the Just Write Music Melody Mastery Mini Course. And that's going to give you all of those tools without having to deal with going to music school or paying tuition or paying a private teacher. It's going to give you all of those melodic tools in like super easy to understand language. It's not crazy jargon heavy. So you should go and check that out at justwritemusic.com. You can also grab a copy of my free guide there just because that's free. It's free. You. However, if you want to just hang out with me here on YouTube, you can check out the video that's popping up on your screen now, which is going to help you write a melody just like Beethoven. Thanks so much for being here and for hanging out with me today. I'm Avi, and don't forget to be awesome.